Welcome to EIP Editing Office Hour meeting number 35. We are joined by Sam Wilson and a few authors. This is issue number 328 at Ethereum Cat Holders GitHub repository. So we are going to get started with PR number 186. Thank you, Sam.
No problem. Let's make this a little bit bigger. How's that? Is that readable?
It is better, yes.
Okay, cool. So let's go through the were there any specific questions, or were you just looking for a review?
It's a review. We already had some back and forth in the issue, so we are just looking to merge this as draft.
Okay, perfect. I'll take a quick look through it then. So, 9. Yep. Good. No, actually, let's check here. Yep. Okay, so that's good. So we can resolve that one. What was I talking about here? Okay. Yeah, okay, so nothing major. Let's give this a quick look through. It was good. Okay, good. Standard just rolls for. Okay, looks nice. The tokenization keep this with Ethereum. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I'm going to ask you every time I look at your pull request, but your interface identifier is correct. You've double checked it?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. Good. Seems fine. Perfect. Thanks for changing that. It makes it so much easier to understand when you can see like where the new stuff fits in. Super, super useful. Okay. Good. Good. Seems fine. See. Nice list of requirements. Good. Token commitments. Okay. Is that an extension of? Okay. CC1, good. Yeah, so this is perfect. So we can approve this as a draft. There we go. It might not merge unless all of these are resolved.
Yeah, you can mark them all as resolved.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah.
Will you merge it, or do we need to merge it on our end?
The bot should take care of it in a second. Well,
Perfect.
longer than a second, but it will merge eventually. I'll keep it open just in case. So, going to go off to
So
28. Oh, go ahead, Pooja. Sorry.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's great. Like we are joined by the author of 728. So yes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it looks good. I'm just waiting for this bot to finish, and then should be good to merge. Well, it'll merge itself, and then I can merge this one. Yeah, so that's the two going into final.
Yeah. So both of them are waiting on bot. Is that
Yep.
correct?
Yeah, so
Okay, perfect.
just keep those open.
All right. Yeah. We can move on to the last call proposals.
Sure. Moving into last call. Okay. Please tell me I can edit this. Okay, good. Referable NFT. Is that how you spell referable? Ever since I was working with HTTP, I always screw up the spelling of referable because they spelled it wrong in the spec. Bit of trivia for you. Okay, so the standard extension to be RC7 token proposes two referable indicators, time-based indicator. Okay. To construct reference relationships among NFTs. Okay. The relationship between each NFT forms a directed acyclic graph. The standard allows users to query, track, and analyze their relationships. Neat. DJ may remix this. Okay. Referring indicator, new NFTs. Okay, cool. A structure that contains referring keys. Okay, another customized and optional attributes, not necessarily such as privity of agreement, recording the ownerships of referred NFTs. Okay. Oh, was that defined somewhere? NFT. So that's the first time it's being used. So that should probably be expanded. Referable NFT. All right. Do that. Okay, so what is 2 weeks from today? Would be the 16th. So we'll put you to the 16th. And then, so the only reason I'm making these changes directly is to try and save time. When things are moving into last call, it's a little bit annoying. So normally I wouldn't just directly edit them.
That's great. Yeah, of course. Otherwise, if the author will be making full request, it will be again delayed. So it's
Yeah,
better to speed up. Yeah.
exactly. So as long as there's only minor changes in here, I don't mind. There would be being created or profit sharing, recording the profit sharing, no, recur. Referring is an out degree indicator used to show the yeah. Referred as an in degree indicator. Okay. Okay, by callers. Min to new. Okay. Set node. Okay. So you're an interface. ERC 165, 165. Okay. Load when a node in the RFD gets referred and changed. Okay. Referred of. Neat. Okay. So target contracts. Refer. Okay. So that seems fine. Establish the referable DAG for queries and cross-related. Okay. 7K. Who approved this previously? If it was me, I was not doing a great job on that. So this is 5521. So that was Matt. All right. The standard is intended to. So the problem here, and if anybody's watched my reviews before, this is going to be a very common complaint. These aren't explaining decisions that are made in the EIP. They are explaining why the EIP as a whole needs to exist, which isn't the point of this section. Okay, so it can be fully ERC 721 compatible by hand. Okay, test cases, good. A reference implementation, it's fine. These are decent security considerations. Okay, so I'll commit these, but I won't approve this. Okay.
So is there any action for the author? I suppose we would want
Yeah,
them to.
yeah, I'm gonna have to explain a few things to change here. So let me actually, before I get into that, I just want to check if there's any active discussion on here because that's important as well. February 14th. Yeah, I think this is reasonably resolved. There's been a month and no replies, so okay. Yeah, so let us leave a comment. Okay. This standard is intended to establish the referable tag. Okay. Provides it. Okay.
Sam, in that case, would we want to change the last call date because that's not the date by the author, right?
Change the last call date.
Yeah, yeah. End date, yeah.
Like make it further out.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, did
Yeah.
we make it?
We could probably make it like 3 weeks or something, but I can just edit it
Mm-hmm.
whenever they update the pull
Okay, yeah.
request. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go back to. So this one's merged 7528, and then so that means this one we should be able to merge now. Let me just make sure there's no discussion on here. Yeah, October, that's definitely good to approve. All right.
So we are joined by another author,
Oh,
and
hey.
he's here for proposal 4824. I believe this is to be moved to review. The pull request number is 330.
330, and that's on ERCs?
That's correct.
All right. Did you have any specific questions?
No, I think I just wanted to ask, how do I get this to merge? I think this has been gone through like a long discussion through the on the previous repo before it
Okay.
was changed.
Yeah, which one? Yeah, it's just a matter of getting somebody to look at it. There's not much you need to do.
Yeah, it's basically just some like I fixed some typos, and added some clarification type stuff.
Okay, perfect. I'll give it a read. So we're going into review. Okay, an API for decentralized. Okay, so an API for decentralized autonomous organizations focused on relating on-chain, off-chain representations, membership, and proposals. Great. Yes. So, not enough for me to actually complain about it, but if you wanted to be a little bit more in depth about how you accomplish your goals, you could put that in the abstract, add just like a sentence or two about like are you adding like Solidity interfaces to do it, or like I'm assuming you are, but yeah. So
Yeah,
again, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal, but there is room in there for a little bit of technical detail.
so
Okay, supervision. Okay, standard down URI. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So like this little bit here could be in your abstract. But yeah, it's again not important. Every contract must implement the okay. Bit of a stylistic comment, but again, not enough for me to actually make a comment on here. Just say this proposal instead of linking to yourself. But it really doesn't
oh,
matter.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So, splits into four. Okay. Okay, and then nice. Thank you for saying what type of thing this is. That's good. Okay, domain inherit the integer or may create an external. If the dev creates the address, I must store the dev's primary address. Okay. Looks like you have a find and replace error here.
Mhm.
You have a hyphen in your contract name, which I don't think is allowed.
Oh, okay.
Um, I mean, it might be. I'm not a Solidity expert, but yeah.
Neither am I, honestly. Another one of the authors offered the relatively small amount of Solidity code he provided.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is if Dale creates an external registration contract, so this is the external registration contract. Okay, so I'm probably would have mentioned this last time, unless this is new, but I'll mention it now. We generally don't have implementations in the specification section. You just provide a Solidity interface, and then if you want to provide an example of it, you put it in your reference implementation section.
Yeah. I think the idea here is like, uh, so this is specifying like a number of different registration vehicles.
Mhm.
So one, you can just inherit the interface yourself, but
Yep.
otherwise, you deploy this registration contract to kind of declare that your primary address has effectively a DAO URI.
Yeah. So for this, does the implementation need to exactly be this, or can it just be any contract that has the same interface?
Um, so I think it's like it doesn't even exactly this, but it's sort of like, you can imagine cases where a DAO deploys a sub DAO, right? But that's not a registration contract. It's just a sub DAO, right?
Okay.
But that sub DAO might contain this this interface, in which case then it's confused. Like, does this DAO URI refer to the DAO that deployed it or the new DAO?
Yeah. Okay. So I will leave a comment on this, just because I'm not an expert. I haven't read this like super in depth. I'm mostly reviewing for like formatting and stuff. But I
Yeah.
think this should probably be in your reference implementation. So just give me a sec. I'll write up a comment
Yeah.
here.
I did move one of the things to a reference implementation, like because yeah, we had talked about this, I think,
Yeah.
a while back. So I moved the factory contract into the reference implementations, like into the assets. So we had to define like a one for the factory,
Right. Yeah. And
but
then
yeah, just like the registration contract itself. I mean, I guess we could try to specify it a little bit more abstractly, but it's just like you can't just deploy anything with the interface, because then that's confused. It's not like fully specified.
no, but it's like you can deploy like anybody. So the reason why I'm asking, so some contracts we do allow in the specification section because they're deployed with like let's say a create to thing at a specific address. So the content of the contract needs to be exactly this for the address to make sense. But for
Right.
this, as long as whoever's making like implement like whoever's registering their DAO URI function has
Right.
something that looks like this contract, even if it isn't exactly the same as this. Like I guess I'm saying like obviously you wouldn't want to put this onto another DAO and then that DAO would have to decide like there wouldn't be a way like you were saying there wouldn't be a way to tell the difference between the sub DAO pointing to its um, DAO URI or to the parent's DAO URI.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't want to do that. That obviously makes sense. But if I wanted to say write a super gas optimized version of this contract, that would be
Mm.
allowed.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. So
Let me let me think about how to fix that a little bit.
okay. So I think that's probably going to be my only comment. Here's let's go back for update. Should okay. Good. Good. Um, okay. So then this is the factory. Some registration factory contract into a common index. Okay. So that's you're moving that down into the reference implementation section. So if down should use okay. Fine. DAO URIs may be posted directly in the DICE contract in case they both occur. Should take precedence. If there are multiple registrations, the most recent registration should take precedence. Good. That looks fine. Context. Okay. Okay, proposal. Okay. Okay. Contact URI. Should. Okay, pointing to a J. Okay. I'm sure that's all correct. Everybody should implement okay. Context UI. Discussion URI. Keep address. Where did that get numbers URI? Yeah. Okay. To prevent I'll dash publish the direct with user for this contract address is being okay. That sounds fine. URI fields. The content may be directly embedded as JSON object, JSON, in which case must remove URI. So, okay.
Yeah, basically, some users want to be able to just publish one file rather than maintain a bunch of endpoints.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Development schema. Appear in the same. Okay. Okay, and this is actually like this isn't an example. It has to be literally this.
Yeah, it has to be
Okay.
literally that.
Just checking. Yeah. Genetic does which okay. May suppose down your eyes. Okay. Distinguishing two pronouns. Okay, good. Does themselves have them. Okay. Standard schema. Good. Okay. Well, we consider analyzing on-train aspects. Yeah, that's great. That's a good explanation for why. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Ignore, but yeah, like so I know in JSON schema I'm a little bit more familiar with it, but you can express like exactly one of. So you could say like either a URL or like the full schema.
Yeah.
But again, don't worry about doing that if
Interesting.
you, like your text is fine.
Yeah, we'll probably implement an actual JSON schema for this. Right now, it's just in JSON LD, so it's really just the context files.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know JSON LD at all, so I don't know if it has the same kind of like validation rules and stuff. But
Um,
yeah. Okay. So we're still in the rationale section, yeah.
yeah, that's right. We can just keep. I'll just remove that.
Yeah, you can just like, if you're explaining why, like, okay, so every unique on-chain proposal must be associated to a proposal ID because that's fine in the rationale section. But if you're saying like if you're adding a new requirement here,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to
This is
put
just
it.
a
Yeah,
copy of the requirement upstairs. So
yeah. Okay. Good. That seems good. The process system, but the actual status is tied to the governance system. Status property. Okay, and this is just a collection of what people actually use, so that's fine. Activity log URI. Okay, governance URI. People. Reach plan, read proposals. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, good. It's important for spam. So the bot is going to complain about this. You'll need to, yeah. Don't worry too much about it. You'll just have to get like comments are only allowed in draft.
okay, I guess I'll just remove it. It's fine. Yeah, I decided anyways not to include DAO ID. I would just author that as a
Perfect.
different standard.
Okay. Good. Um, so
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
okay. Um, okay. What else here? Okay. Um, Respected. Okay. Difference interface. How do you? Okay. Good. Good. Okay.
Well,
We
so
have
a quick
here.
question.
Yep.
Where would I put acknowledgements then?
Um, we don't really have a good place for it. So I'm not going to tell you you have to remove it. Just generally we don't include them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would really
Uh,
like to include them if that's okay. Yeah.
yeah, you can leave it there. Like if another editor tells you to take it out, you'll have to take it out, but I'm okay just having that little sentence in there.
Okay. Cool.
Um, okay. Okay, yeah, so yeah, there's another one here. Yeah, I think it was just like a find and replace problem.
Yeah, it's possible.
I'm not going to comment on all of them, but you'll probably want to fix those.
Okay, that makes
Um,
sense.
okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks for coming out and good-looking proposal. Just a few small little changes, but should be easy to merge. Just feel free to ping me on Discord or come to the next call if you want to get a quicker look at it. I know you've been waiting a while for this.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. I keep forgetting to actually move it to review status. Though we're doing a lot of work on it elsewhere.
That's exciting. Yeah, it's going to be really useful, I think. A lot of DAOs exist, so having some standards around them is going to be good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate
No,
the
my
time.
pleasure. Have a good
So we can move on to the last call, 322.
Okay. Cool. So. See how the discussions are going here. Okay. Okay, so no super exciting discussions there. Okay. So we'll change this to, I don't know, April 23rd maybe. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. The specification establishes a standardized method for interacting with stealth addresses, which allows the subject of transactions to transfer private accounts. Okay, perfect. Moreover, the specification enables developers to create stealth address protocols based on the foundational implementation outlined in the CRC, utilizing a singleton contract to emit the necessary information for recipients. In addition to the base implementation, perfect. Standardization of non-interactive stealth addresses. Stealth address generation presents the potential privacy. Okay. One or two public keys that can be used to compute a stealth address for a given recipient. A spending key is a private key that can be used to spend funds. Okay, a viewing key is a private key. Okay. Yeah, okay. New stealth address specify the implementation of these methods. Okay. Schema D. Chosen monotonically increasing integers. Must be added to. Okay. Um, 5069, I think. Yeah. Okay. That file will no longer be editable. The file no longer meets that requirement. Doesn't make sense. Yeah. Where was that? There we go. These extensions specify the integer identifier for the scheme, the algorithm for encoding stuff meta address, singleton. Contract is specified as follows. Okay. This must be a singleton contract with one instance per chain. Okay. Okay. This procedure is okay, specify 6538. So maybe managed by the user and register with public available registry contracts delineated in ERC 6538. What was that? 6538. Okay. Stagnant. You're moving into last call.
May have to remove all mention.
Yeah. 6538 is. Out of draft. Okay. Uh, 6538, is that in your requires? It is not. Um, 6538. Do requires 6538. Okay. view taste, the server foundation is not tied to any K. In addition to stealth address scheme, utilizes the cool following K. Recipient has private keys. That looks good. That all looks fine. That looks good. Checks okay. Announcements. Good. Okay. Okay. To the specification section. All right, okay, deploy. Ah, okay. Using create to using. Okay, so why is that in the backwards compatibility section? Okay. Good, good, good. 4337. Good. CC01. Yeah, CC01. Good. Submit review. All right, so I'm going to call it here. Just want a few minutes break before my next call. Thank you to everybody who came out. I will see you all in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much, Sam. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.